Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM here on Melbourne Cup Eve here on Monday here in Melbourne. Of course, let's go across to our friends over in the US and of course go to Boone in North Carolina. And of course, I speak to the upstate women's basketball team. And of course, they'll be preparing for their season to start in early January when they get straight into the conference play. And of course, we've got four very special guests joining us right now to tell us a bit about how it's been like in the last couple of months heading up to, of course, their season starting in January, and they join us right now. Thanks all for you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Now, I will get to each of you to introduce yourselves and tell us, I guess, what position we'll be seeing all four of you play on the court once the season starts in early Jan.
I'll start. I'm Jackie Christ, a sophomore, and I played center.
My name is Janae Sanders. I am a redshirt sophomore, and I will be playing between a point guard and attacking guard this year.
I'm Faith. I'm a freshman, and I'm going to be playing point guard this year.
And I'm Tiara Wilson. I'm a senior, and I'll be playing the shooting guard this year.
It's been a pretty difficult year, and obviously with COVID at the moment. I guess, how have all you sort of been adapting to, I guess, not having a preseason at the moment, like actually having preseason games?
So really, we've just been taking it day by day, just trying to get our chemistry together and work together working towards the season, and just embracing and taking everything day by day. Even though we may not have a preseason, we still have been scrimmaging and getting after each other to simulate those type of scenarios.
Just to piggyback off of what she said, definitely just trying to build chemistry since we don't have those preseason games. Trying to be able to mix together, especially not having the summer as well. So just trying to get a lot in through these first couple of like preseason practices and trying to quiz each other and attack each other mentally and physically so that when we are in a game setting coming this upcoming season, we're not like far behind our backtracking. We are where we're supposed to be in this point of the season.
Yeah, I was going to say kind of the same. We're like kind of mixing and matching who works well with who, and just trying to figure out, especially for these freshmen and newcomers, like our transfer, Zara, just trying to figure out how they play, what their game is, like what's going to be best for them on the court. And pretty much just trying to bundle together everything we would regularly do in a preseason, trying to bundle it together in about a month and a half. So we're just, as Tiara said, doing it day by day.
Now, I know, I think Janae was saying before that obviously you didn't have a summer either due to COVID. I guess, what did you do during the summer to get yourselves, I guess, prepared to come back into, I guess, some sort of training mode going into the season coming up?
So our team did like a summer competition. We usually do it in person where we're competing against each other. But this summer it was different because we couldn't be together. So we were running miles, we were doing shooting workouts, dribbling workouts, just trying to earn as many points for our team as we possibly could, while also trying to like stay in shape, stay connected, and also just like a lot of Zoom calls to kind of learn the terminology and everything for the upcoming season as well.
You mentioned about, obviously I'll speak to the two freshman players in particular for this next question. I guess obviously it would have been your first season there this year, and obviously it's been a pretty, I guess, difficult year for it. I guess, how have you, sort of warmed into getting into the team, and how have your teammates, I guess, welcomed you into the team?
Having to come in like freshman year and like not really having the summer, the summer sessions and like preseasons and everything, like it's been kind of difficult because we aren't able to be around each other. So not being able to build the chemistry over the summer definitely was hard for everybody. But just being a freshman this year, like having just everybody just like welcoming us in with like open arms and like helping us out and like trying to make us feel comfortable and everything. It's made the transition a lot easier, and it's just having good teammates. They've done a really good job of like incorporating us and like trying to teach us and help us out. So like we know what we're doing.
And for me, it's my first season playing, but I was actually on campus last year. So I got to work out with the team a lot, kind of learn the players, and just not being able to play but practice with them definitely helped me learn a lot about myself and a lot about them. And it gave me a chance to kind of step away from the game and actually learn the game a little bit more, just to come back this year with a lot more knowledge and basketball IQ.
Of course, tell us a bit about your amazing coach, Angel.
Well, I'll start. Well, there's obviously, I can't even speak on how great of a coach she is, because she's just above and beyond for us. Especially with just like this summer and stuff, when we couldn't come into campus, we had this team competition. Like, she was still all in it. Like, we had Zooms every day. She was sending us quotes every day. She was running with us every morning, motivating us and having individual meetings now. Like, like she's constantly staying connected with us and making sure we're okay. And that's just extra towards the fact that she's a great coach. She knows a lot about the game, and I don't know even how to describe her, but she's someone that I really look up to. And I don't know, she knows a lot about life outside of basketball as well as basketball. So I always thought of her as someone I could go to, because she's very approachable. Everyone loves her. And I'm sure everyone else on my team thinks the exact same thing.
I'll definitely say she's just a big ball of energy every day. She's motivating us each and every day with her quotes, her inspirationals, and it's just not on the court. It's also off the court. Her care factor for all of us, even just as a family, it's just a great vibe and environment to be around.
I think she's extremely involved in our lives, I would say. Not just on the court, but off the court as well. Just teaching us lessons, putting us on to like really good books that we can read, making sure that we're being taken care of academically. So all of the above, like just being very involved. I feel like she's just amazing, because a lot of coaches, they're X's and O's and that's it. That's all they care about. But with Coach Angel, it's not just X's and O's. It's so much more. And I feel like that's where a lot of our gratitude comes from, because having a coach like that cares about you off the court is extremely important in development.
I was kind of gonna like piggyback off of Nay. Like a lot of players, especially like during this pandemic, like they can't really go to their coaches on like personal issues and like how like this is affecting them like on the court or off the court. But like she takes time and like she really does care for us. Like a lot of coaches, like they just see their players as like just their players. Coach Angel sees us as like basically like her children. Like she wants the best for us and she cares for us. So like just being able to have her and know that like no matter what's going on in our lives, like we can always talk to her about it. And like regardless of how she feels, she'll understand like where we're coming from, and she'll try to like put her feelings aside and like help us get through like what we're going through.
Now, I know that your conference play is in January. Of course, I think he's got double headers every single game against your opponents. I guess, is that good to have, have double headers against your opponents and, I guess, get over and done with, considering of the short season that this year will be?
Well, real quick on the schedule, we do have the double headers, which is pretty much like we'll play the East Division, which is the Alabamas, the Troy, South Alabama, Georgia Southern, Georgia State, and Coastal. So we'll play each team 4 times minus Coastal, which we'll play Coastal twice. And then we do have a non-conference schedule, but we haven't announced that yet. I think it's a full schedule as of now, but obviously with COVID, that could always change. Just for clarification.
I personally think that the double headers are going to be tough. You kind of work your week before the game and kind of try to like navigate the other team and try to figure out what they're going to do. But having back-to-back games, one, you have no clue what's going to happen in the first game. We pray for no injuries or anything like that, but body soreness, any of those things, and then having to come back and play the same team again that you just played against. They know what you're going to do. You know what they're going to do, and trying to figure out how to either get better or to stay advanced in a better than them. I feel like navigating that is going to be the toughest part of this season, as it is a doubleheader against each team every time we see them.
Like Nate was saying, I think it's going to be a little difficult on the road, but also I think it's going to be a good challenge for us because it's hard to beat two teams, a team twice, back to back like that. So I think it's just going to be a matter of adjusting and continuing to progress and get better each game, and just really hone in on those takeaways from that first game and learning and incorporating it into the second game.
How did all you get involved in basketball, and why did you choose it?
So I've always been like tall, and I grew up with 5 siblings, and they've all been into sports as well. And having 4 brothers, I was kind of expected to do sports. So I don't know, I just have athletic parents and siblings and stuff that have, told me it was normal to be in sports, because first off, I've always been taught that sports keep you out of trouble and it gives you something to do. And luckily for me, sports has gotten me a lot of things in life. Gotten me a full scholarship to go play somewhere and get a free education. So I definitely think that, I don't know where I'd be without sports, especially basketball. And I think I chose basketball because I had two decisions, basketball or volleyball. And I definitely think basketball was the more aggressive and had a lot more contact. So I don't know, for some reason I like that better, but I'm kind of rambling, but yeah, that's why.
I started when I was 5. It was in between, like I started really, my uncle had discovered, it was like, wow, she's really good. You should put her in basketball. So I just started trying it. And then I ended up falling in love with it ever since. And sports has also helped me build my character and leadership skills off the court also. So just having sisters along the way also while playing basketball has been a great experience.
I was like T. I started off when I was super young, but I have an older sister, and I really just started playing basketball because she started playing it. So everything that she did, I wanted to do. So when she started playing basketball, I wanted to play it. And then from there, it was kind of just I realized that this is really fun. I like it. And then my parents realized that I'm actually pretty good at it. So then they just kept me in it. And just over time, it was just I just fell in love with it. And it was just a part of my life. And having it, I don't really know where I would be without basketball, or what I would really be doing right now. But it started from a super young age, and it's just been a part of my life, and it has gotten me to places that I never thought that I would be, and given me the opportunity to do things that I just never thought that I would do.
I started playing basketball at the age of 3. I have an older brother that plays. I have a dad that coaches. So it was never an option. I played all the sports growing up, including competitive cheer, but basketball is the only one that really stuck with me. I'm athletic, so I'm good at a lot of things, but basketball is where I focused on the most growing up, and where I kind of put my time to develop my skills and talent. And yeah, it's been a part of my life since I was born. I came out the womb and was at basketball tournaments. So it's just something that I've always done and something I've always known.
Now, you all mentioned about what basketball means to all of you, but I want to ask this question, which is, what does it mean to represent and play for App State, and especially the Boone community there in North Carolina?
For me, playing for App State means a lot. My dad actually went here and played here. My brother came here, played here. So me being able to have the opportunity to come here, play here, really means a lot. It's such a small, tight-knit community that everyone knows everyone. Everyone supports everyone. And I feel like that just makes you want to go 10 times harder for the people around you because they actually care about you, and the connections that you create while you're here, it's like no other, honestly. A lot of the bigger campuses, like the NC Chapel Hills and things like that, it's like you don't really get to know everybody. You don't really get plugged in. But here, it's like we really are one big community. And having that community behind you just makes you want to go that much harder for and win.
I couldn't word it any better than Janae said. I was just gonna say this community is so like tight. Everyone knows everyone. You could be, walking across the street and see like 5 different people you just saw at Walmart. It's crazy. So like being able to play for the people that are first off there for you all the time, it's really nice, and it gives it a greater purpose whenever you do something well in a game or for the community on the team.
Yeah, like Janae and Jackie were saying, it's like wearing the A is bigger than just yourself. Like you're paying for others, you're playing for the community, for ones who can't. And it's just a great opportunity, like to be here and play for App State and have so many fans and people look up to you, especially at the camps and stuff, all the support. So I think it's just bigger than ourselves at this point when we put on the A jersey.
I haven't been here as long as like the other 3 have been here. So just like the times that I came down here for like visits and stuff, and for the time that I've been here, just like they said, like it seems like a very tight knit community. Like basically like everybody around here that you knows your family, like you look out for them, they look out for you, and just being able to like play here and be able to like put on the uniform just means a lot, because you have a lot of people that maybe not be able to be in your situation because they just like physically can't, or so many little kids that like look up to you and they're just like, I want to be like her someday, or like something like that. So just like putting on the jersey and like showing out for people who are there for you and like care for you and have like that close bond, it means a lot. And like T said, like it's more than just us, like we do it for everybody around us.
Now, do either of you have any future ambitions in basketball once you finish college?
I want to play professional ball after college. That is something that I've always wanted to do growing up, just to make it to the highest level, honestly.
Really, I'm just a sophomore, so I don't really know what life has in store for me in the next couple years, but I would love to play overseas. If not, I really think that getting this education here app is going to help me eventually try to earn my CPA and start working for my family business. So I think that's really helped me here too.
I personally don't have any aspirations to play past the collegiate level, but I will definitely still keep a basketball in my hand because I just love the game of basketball.
If I have the opportunity to play after college, depending on how I feel once I get to my senior year, then I would love to play after college. But really the one thing that I want to do is I've always wanted to be a basketball coach, because I've just been so fascinated by the game, and just like how I see it is like you becoming a coach, you're giving back to the community and like the people who want to learn. And like once you've like been through college, like even if you haven't played professionally, like you've gone through so many years, you've learned so many things about the game. And just like after college, like that's just really what I would want to do, because I just want to be able to like get back to the community and like help like little kids achieve their dreams. So yeah.
Now, for everyone here in Australia that should follow the team, of course, throughout the season, which starts in January next year, I guess, how can they go about following the team?
Well, online you can watch the games, and also Chase is very good with his social media stuff. So follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Get all the updates.
Let's finish off with a couple light-hearted questions about the team to finish off with these final three. Now, I have to ask, who's the comedian in the team?
I would say definitely either Janae or KK for sure. They're like Janae and KK. They're like hand in hand. But if anything's happening, like any laughter, anything, it's definitely coming from their way for sure.
I was gonna say the same.
Now, any good singers and dancers we should know about in the team?
Aaliyah Gilbert is one of the best singers on our team, but she doesn't sing in public. She just won't do it, and we don't understand why.
Janae's all about dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Janae is all about dancing. So if we had to pick somebody off the team to go into a dance competition, it's gonna be Janae, hands down.
Yeah, kind of going off their comedian ways. They really like to dance as well together.
Honestly, Jackie might actually beat me in a battle. If push come to shove, Jackie got some moves too up her sleeve. So.
Only when I'm really feeling it, not in the middle of weights. So.
Now, we'll finish up with this one last one, which is, do either of you have any embarrassing moments on the court?
Really, every time that I go out on the court, I do something embarrassing. So I can't really think of one specific one. I do remember going for a pass and it slipped right through my butterfingers and hit me right in the face. And I got that on video, so that was good.
I think the most embarrassing thing would be like me missing a wide open layup in transition. Like I've done that in practice before, and it's just like, no way I just missed that, but it's definitely happened.
I would think the most embarrassing thing for me is being like wide open in the corner and then like having everybody cheer for you. And then when the ball went up, it was just an air ball. And then just everybody just like, oh, okay. And just have to run back and get back.
Yes, know the feeling.
Mine would probably have to be like Janae's, like just like getting a steal and just having a wide open layup, like nobody near you, no nothing, and like you look over to the sideline and like your bench is cheering for you, like standing up and everything, and then like you get to the basket and like the layup like rolls off the rim. You're just like, all right, I'm just gonna leave the gym now. Like this is too bad.
Yes.
You just get too excited. Too excited.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been in all those feelings that you've had in my embarrassing moments as well. But Ori, thank you so much for giving up your time to join us. It's awesome having all four of you on the show, and we want to send our best wishes to your teammates and especially your team for the upcoming season in 2 months' time, and we'll definitely be cheering for the upstate team once the season starts in January next year.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for having us.
No worries. And of course, that's the Upstate women's basketball team. Of course, if you want to follow them, their progress throughout the 2021 season, of course, you can go onto their website and as well as on social media, which will put all the details up on how you can go about following them throughout the season, which starts in 2 months' time. There's more on the Smash Sports Show right after this. Don't go away. Here on the Monday edition.